What was the determining factor that prompted you to want to become an attorney?
Well, actually, it was my father who was a lawyer. So, I grew up with him teaching me the value of what our justice system does in terms of how it ensures the rights of individuals. So it was really a natural for me in terms of coming to the law as a career.
How long have you been practicing law, and how long have you been with the firm?
I've been admitted as an attorney in New York for over 30 years. I came to this firm after having worked at another firm for a little bit less than 2 years in 1979. And in 1986 I became a member of the firm. And it's a place that has just become home for me.
Yeah, talk to me about Admiralty law and how you like working in that field.
Well, I very much enjoy it. It's a very interesting area of the law. There are many concepts that go back a long time. I mean, I think it maybe fits with my my undergraduate major was history, and there's some very ancient maritime concepts that are used in practicing law that are still very much alive today. So I find it very interesting. And the law is set up so that it very much looks out for the interest of the seaman who faces many perils in going out to sea. It's a very dangerous profession, and the law has developed to the extent that it really does look out for the protection of the crew member.
What is maritime law, and what are the types of injuries that occur in maritime law?
Maritime law are rules of law that the courts have adopted to protect workers on vessels. Now that may sound obvious as to what a vessel is, but there can be many variations on that, such as barges that are moored, barges that hold cranes. So that answer isn't always an easy one. And what is a seaman sometimes is not always an easy answer as well. The law is written to protect seamen. So it's a seaman who is on a vessel, usually in navigable waters. And the law has developed to the extent that we have rules for vessels that are unseaworthy. We have Jones Act cases. So we have different types of rules for those that are injured on vessels. The types of injuries, well, it's the perils of the sea expose the members of these crews to all types of injuries. We've seen fractures with serious results, death cases, brain injuries, you name it. It's the full spectrum of what somebody who was exposed to these dangerous conditions may incur.
Talk to me a little bit about your qualifications and your experience.
My qualifications are I graduated from Hofstra University School of Law in 1977. As I indicated, I spent some time at another firm that came here in 1979. And since then, I've always made it a point to make sure that I stay abreast of the law. I try to read as much as possible on decisions as they come out. I try to read journals in different areas, journals that specialize in different areas of the law. And when I have a question that comes up concerning a new case, I try to check the decisional and statutory law to make sure that when I'm handling that case, I know what the law requires for that client to achieve a recovery. Okay. As an injured victim, what should you expect to receive from a lawyer? You should expect to receive the services of a competent lawyer. That is a lawyer that's experienced in that area of the law, and a lawyer that has a track record of recoveries for clients in a particular area. It's important that the lawyer knows what he's doing and is not learning on that particular client's case. What else you should expect? You should expect to be treated with respect and dignity. A client contacts a firm, and that client is entitled to know what's going on with his case. He should be apprised periodically as to the status of the case. His call should be returned, and there should be an open line of communication. But it is important that a client, in settling on a lawyer, perhaps gets references about that lawyer's experience, perhaps checks to see online how that lawyer has handled other cases, so that he, the client or she, is confident that they've retained a lawyer that has handled these types of cases before. Because in today's age, the litigation gets so complex. Even in cases that some time ago we might have treated, or lawyers may have treated differently, have now, because of rules regarding experts, have become very, very complicated. So it's important that a client make sure that he's got a lawyer, or she's got a lawyer that has a fair amount of experience in that particular area.